Shorty's feeling me, it be like that. I say hello when she say hi back. I'm on the right track. I give it to her, then say I'll be right back. You be chasing them, I'm replacing them, making them make the face when I'm smashing you, having dates with them. They do what I say, you be saving them, you be hating because I'm that nigga, I have my way with them. Check my record, I never been a hater. I don't wanna, but nigga, you could date her. I say hi, bye, and see you later. But she steer me up and down like an escalator. 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 She steer me up and down like an escalator. All these bitches, they be wanting my time. She be wanting to fuck when I'm wanting to grind. You tell her hoe to stay, cause you wanting to dime. I tell her hoe to go, I don't wanna be kind. She's excited just off the side of me, smiling when she says hi, but be crying when she says bye to me. Yes, sir. She be wildin' when she be with you because you are an official and nigga, you ain't as fly as me. Check my record, I never been a hater. I don't wanna, but nigga, you could date her. I say hi, bye, and see you later. But she steer me up and down like an escalator. 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 She steer me up and down like an escalator. She just want me to blow her back out. She just wants you to put the stack out. Niggas thinking they put the Mac down, but they disrespect the game and put the Mac down. Y'all be hating when she be choosing up. Y'all be acting like losers, ashamed when niggas that do the fuck. You could be a nigga she playin' or be a nigga with game. There's a difference to what she do with us. Check my record, I never been a hater. I don't wanna, but nigga, you could date her. I say hi, bye, and see you later. But she steer me up and down like an escalator. 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 She steer me up and down like an escalator. You. What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on? Oh shit! I'm fucking up my microphone and shit. So what's good, people? What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's poppin', man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Monogamous player in the building. What's going on? Duke Alexis in the building. AT's in the chat. What up, fam? Rohan, Simra, what's going on? Test. All right, hold on. Are we back? Hold on. I think we're back. All right. These goddamn hotel internets be trying to fuck niggas up and shit, man. God damn it. Killing me. Anyway, so I think we back. So let me put a one in the chat if we back, man, because I'm like, god damn, this shit is fucking my shit up. All right, I think we're back. Cool. Anyway, so shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Today, real quick, because I'm gonna do a show tonight also with Miles. But want to do this morning show real quick to let you guys, know. I wanted to talk about this whole, guys talking about looks this, looks that, looks everything, looks are all that matter. It's all about the looks. Looks are the most important thing. It's not about your game, it's about your looks. Niggas is always talking that shit, right? They always talking that shit about looks and all that other nonsense, right? Now, what a lot of guys don't think about when they talk about looks, right? Because dudes always say looks matter. You understand what I'm saying? They always say looks matter, right? Now, what you got to understand is this, is that when a person's saying looks matter, the question is, what are we saying it matters for? Right? What are we saying that the looks matter for? Now, the assumption is, well, looks matter to be able to get girls. Okay, get girls to do what and for what? Right? So let's ask the actual question. What are the looks for? What does it matter for? And so a lot of guys, they assume, well, if you're good looking, then that automatically means that you're going to get a lot of girls who want to fuck you, who want to be with you, right? And that's not true. See, what happens is that if the answer to the question is, what is it for? Right? Then most people would assume or say it's to get girls because you want to have sex with the girls, correct? Right? Cool, makes sense. Now, what you have to understand is that just because a woman thinks you look good does not mean she is sexually attracted to you. And that's the problem with a lot of guys when it comes to them trying to understand or learn this information. Just because you look good to a girl, just because she likes the way you look, doesn't mean she wants to fuck you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't give a fuck how a woman thinks about my looks if she ain't fucking me. Like, if we're not going to have sex, shout out to my dude Joe Blast in the building. Like, if we're not going to have sex, or she doesn't want to have sex with me, what does it matter that she thinks I look good? Right? Like, do I want to pat her on the back? Do I want her compliment? Does that make me feel good? Am I supposed to feel nice and fuzzy because a girl thinks I'm cute? I don't give a fuck about that. Are you trying to suck my dick? And if you're not, then it doesn't matter. But see, a lot of guys think that looking good is the cheat code to getting women to want to fuck you. Right? No, it's not about your looks. It's about your sex appeal. So I'm going to break all this down so you guys can understand. Right? Because if you're requiring just on your looks, what's going to happen is that you're going to be so disappointed in this game. You're going to be so disappointed. All these niggas out here looks maxing and gym maxing and doing all this other extra shit. And they think that that's the thing that's going to make a woman want to fuck them. See, you have to understand this. It's not the thing about looks mattering. It's about sex appeal matters. Sex appeal matters if you want women to have sex with you. Now, if you want women to think you're cute, oh, of course looks matters. Right? If you want women to point at you and say, that guy's handsome, yes, looks matters. If you want women to say, oh, this guy, he looks good, then looks matter. You understand what I'm saying? If you want a woman to like rub on your fucking biceps and triceps and say, oh my God, you got such nice muscles and all that other stuff, then yes, looks matter. But if you want a chick to have sex with you, you understand what I'm saying? If you want a chick to have sex with you, right? Then what you have to understand is that it's not just about your looks. Right? Rohan, you said what type of behavior helps increase the sex appeal? I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna put a star on that question. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that soon. Because I'm gonna break all this down so that you guys understand. So y'all ain't out here, going crazy, looks maxing and gym maxing and still not getting no pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of dudes do. They'll do all this extra shit and still wonder why, damn, how come I can't get no pussy? How come I can't get no girls? How come chicks still be playing me and all this other shit? And the reason why that's happening is because you are not sexually appealing. You understand? Sheik said, you don't think women are more receptive when they find you sexually attractive? Yes, they are more receptive. That's what I'm saying, Sheik. Or Sheikh, however you say your name. They are more receptive to you when they find you sexually attractive. But just because you look good doesn't mean she finds you sexually attractive. This is the part that guys have a hard time getting. This is what makes them scratch their head. Looking good does not always equate to sex appeal. I'm saying it again. Looking good does not always equate to sex appeal. So a woman can literally look at you and be like, man, you look really good, and not want to fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? She could look at you and be like, man, this guy's really handsome, and still not want to fuck you. You understand? So a lot of guys, they don't get this, because for your male mind, if you see a woman that looks good, right, you're more than likely sexually attracted to her because she looks good, meaning you're like, well, I'll fuck her. Because and this is the thing, this is what a lot of guys don't even understand. Do you realize that there are also women you might think look good, right? And you might not necessarily be sexually attracted to her, but you'll do her. You see what I'm saying? See, that's the difference between men and women, generally. A man will see a woman and he'd be like, yo, she look good. But you might not necessarily be sexually attracted to her. She might not even be your type, but you'll do her. Like if she said, hey, do you want to fuck? You'd fuck her. Right? You'll be like, fuck it, I'll do it. She's here. She wants to fuck. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Right? But women generally aren't like that, where it's like they see a guy, he's good looking or whatever. She's like, oh, I can acknowledge that he's handsome. I see he's a good looking guy, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's like, oh, I'm going to jump on him and want to fuck him. No, the desire for the woman to want to have sex with you comes from how sexually attracted she is to you. Right? Because what happens is you could be a good looking dude, but she looks at you like you're corny, and you just don't turn her on. You understand? You just don't turn her on. So, because I look, this is the thing. Check this out. Think about if, because I want you guys to understand this when I talk about how just because you look good doesn't mean a woman is sexually attracted to you. And let me bring up this fucking little thing I had on here real quick, because this is actually in my book, Looks Don't Matter, which all you guys should get. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get the book Looks Don't Matter. 7 ways to attract women without your looks. Make sure you guys get that book. That book is fire. And in this book, I talk about the 5 types of attraction women are going to have for you. So the 5 types of attraction a woman will have for a man. Number 1, physical attraction. Number 2, sexual attraction. Number 3, behavioral attraction. Number 4, resource attraction. And number 5, friendship attraction. Let's go through each of these real quick. Physical attraction. Being attracted to how a man's face and body looks does not always equate to sexual attraction. Okay? Number 2, sexual attraction. Being attracted to a man sexually. Sexual attraction is the combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior. Behavioral attraction. Being attracted to how a man acts, what he says, and what he does. Resource attraction. Being attracted to a man because he has money and resources. Status also falls under this category because it can be used as a resource. Friendship attraction. Being attracted to a man as a friend. Right? Now, a lot of these things combine with each other. The only thing that doesn't combine is friendship attraction and sexual attraction. So a woman could be sexually attracted to you and also attracted to your resources. You understand what I'm saying? A woman could be physically attracted to you and sexually attracted to you. A woman could be attracted to your behavior and physically attracted to you, but not necessarily sexually attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? So all of those things, you know, can sort of like collide with each other. And some of them, it could just be this particular thing. Now, what guys have to understand is that there's a difference between physical attraction and sexual attraction. Right? There's a difference between physical attraction and sexual attraction. Perfect example. How many of y'all niggas in the chat, right? And be honest, I'm gonna say, you know, put a number 1 in the chat if it's yes to this question, right? How many of y'all in the chat ever was like walking down the street, was at a party, at an event, at work, anywhere? You were just somewhere, and you saw a guy walk in the room or walk in the situation, and you're like, yo, that dude's a handsome guy. How many of you guys have ever been in a situation where you saw a guy and you were looking at him and you were like, damn, that's a handsome dude? Put a 1 in the chat if that ever happened. Put a 1 in the chat. I want to see some ones, right? Put a 1 in the chat. If you have ever seen a guy and was like, yo, that's a handsome motherfucker, and you were looking at him like, damn, this dude was a handsome dude, right?
Yes. Yes.
I'll fuck with y'all. But no, but that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah, you can say pause and all that, right? But check this out, though. I bet you none of y'all wanted to fuck him, right? I bet you none of y'all was like, damn, I want to fuck that guy. Pause. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Right? So you were looking at the physical and was like, the physical is attractive because I'm looking at this physical, right? But you did not want to have sex with him. Do you understand? So just because there was physical attraction does not mean there is sexual attraction. Get it? You see what I'm saying? So it sounds almost fucking pause to even think about it like that, but that's what it is. See, you can be attracted to how something or someone looks, right? Doesn't mean you're sexually attracted. It's the same thing when women are dealing with men. A woman could see a guy and be like, oh, he's handsome, but not want to fuck him. So now, does looks matter or does sex appeal matters? You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's not about the looks. It's about the sex appeal. How sexually appealing you are to the woman is going to determine whether or not she wants to have sex with you. Period. It's not just your looks. You can look good and the woman will be like, you know, I'm not really feeling him. You see what I'm saying? But let me get to some calls. You guys call in 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number. 908, what's popping? Who this? 908. I think that shit fucked up when my goddamn shit fucked up. Hold on, let me double check. Let me try to see if monogamous player will call in. Yo, monogamous player, can you hear me? Yo. Damn, I probably gotta do the phone lines over. Shit. Cause see, when that shit went out, it fucked up with my phone lines. God damn it, I hate that shit. All right, let me try to do these phone lines over. I gotta do these phone lines over. But yeah, that's the thing, man. What happens is that a lot of guys get this shit confused because they think that, you know, looks is the end all be all. And they forget about being sexually appealing. And I'll talk about being sexually appealing in a second. Let me try to redo this shit. You know what I'm saying? And see if we could get this going. Something like this fucking internet just went out on me and fucked everything up. Let me try to do this over. And this blog talk should be mad sensitive. I don't know why this shit do that. Like, that should be sensitive as fuck. And then it's probably gonna give me problems trying to get back on this shit too. Probably gonna try to give me fucking problems and shit. All right, let me see if we can hear it now. 626. Can you hear me? 626. God damn. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me try one more time. If it's not working, I'm gonna just do the Skype number and shit. This shit be acting stupid. All right, 626 isn't hearing me. And let me try 908. And if that's not working, we're gonna do the Skype. 908. Can you hear me? 908. All right. Fucking Block Talk is acting stupid right now. Hold on, let me end this shit. Let me end this joint. Let me try to, I'm gonna put on the Skype. Let me try to put on the Skype. And then y'all can just call in through there for today, because this shit acting funny style. Or we gonna make it happen. But yeah, that's the thing, man. A lot of guys, you know, they don't really, you know what I'm saying? They be on some bullshit when it comes to this game. I'm trying to understand this shit. And it's like, this is why they get into a bunch of situations where they can't really attract the girl to get shit going, because they're on this thing where they think that it's literally, you know, about their look, and then that's it. All right, so call into this number. Let me put this number in the joint in the chat. We post this up. So 646-481-3901. Try to call in with that number, guys. So I got the Skype up. Let's just do the Skype real quick, because the fucking Blog Talk is acting stupid right now. So yeah, if you want to call in 646-481-3901. All right, what's popping? Monogamous player, what's good? And not wait, I got you next. How you doing, Mr. What's good?
Sir, how you doing, Mr. Locario? You already know that I donated. Happy Monday.
That's what's up. Appreciate it. So what's good?
Oh, yes, sir. I really do think this is a great topic when you're just, you know, I mean, of course, looks and sex appeal can go hand in hand in a lot of cases.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to get into that in a second, too. I'll say this real quick. What guys got to understand is the only time your looks really matter when it comes to you getting sex is if your looks make her sexually attracted to you. Like, so you're right. That's what I was about to say in a little bit, is that a lot of times what guys don't understand is that they get confused and they think, oh, well, because you look good and the girl is wanting to, or she gets turned on by that, then it's just your looks. No, that means that your looks is the thing that made you sexually appealing, versus another guy who may actually look good also, but his looks don't make him sexually appealing to her. But go ahead.
Right. And then also, Mr. Locario, I mean, and that's what you were just saying. That's if looks is the reason why you have sex appeal towards this woman, right? But if it's not that, of course, it's not even a gender thing. It's both ways. It could be your mannerisms. Mm-hmm. It could be how you talk. It could be how you move.
Right.
It could be just your tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Mr. Locario, I have a best friend. I ain't gonna lie, me and my best friend, we kind of, you and Miles kind of remind me of us, because literally, like, my best friend is kind of like Miles. Like, he kind of short, kind of chubby, or whatever the case may be. Like, of course, just looking at him, you might not just think that he's just the most attractive guy, right? But when I say that I've seen my best friend smash some bad females, bro. Now, the one thing I can say that my best friend got, he know how to talk to females.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my best friend, he's Creole. So he's from New Orleans. So, of course, he already got, like, that New Orleans slang. And then he kind of real smooth when he talks to females, right? So he know how to break the ice. Like, when him and I do our, back in the day, we used to do our tag, we in relationships now with kids now, but back in the day when we used to do our tag team thing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I would kind of bring the girls over because I had the looks, but he always had more of a talking game over me. Right. Even though me and him we both knew how to talk to females, but I would give him that torch because, as I say, I didn't see him pull some bad females, and the bad females be wanting him. You see what I'm saying? And he's a guy out here that got a gut, you know what I'm saying? He's a little thick, you know what I'm saying? He's short, he's like 5'7", he's not 6'3" or nothing like that. But when he talks to, matter of fact, Mr. Locario, I remember one time, Mr. Locario, and this girl actually said this. Me and my best friend, we used to talk to these two girls, right? So we saw them. I already knew one of the girls because I was fucking with one of the girls while I was in college. Right. But he met her friend at this party, right? But he didn't even know that was her friend. When the two girls came inside the party, right? The first person that they saw was my friend. He was at the door. Right. So my friend told the girl friend that, hey, I'm trying to holler at you, whatever he said, right? the girl that I was fucking with, she said that her friend, her mindset was on him all night just from that one thing he said to her when she first walked in. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So she wasn't even focused on any other nigga. She was focused on him because of what he said and the sex appeal that he already exuded on her. You see what I'm saying? And then months ahead, he's smashing her, doing all type of shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So as I say, it can be your looks, but it can also be something else. And then another thing I want to say, Mr. Locario, because I feel like a lot of guys, they minimize their sexual experiences because a lot of guys feel like they can't have sex with a girl unless they have a six-pack, unless I go to the gym and gym max and all that type of stuff, right? And then I be trying to tell guys like, bro, you could be a guy out here with a gut. Like if you got dick game and you know how to seduce a chick, none of that shit matters. You see what I'm saying? But some of these guys feel like, no, I got to go to the gym and get real buff and all that, for me to have good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, of course, me and my girl, like we very open to us talking about things, right? One time my girlfriend said back in the day, right? She said that there was this guy that she was hella attracted to, right? Physically. He had the six-pack, he had the jawline, he had all that, right?
Right.
She said that she gave him a chance, you know what I'm saying, with the sex, right? She said, even though she was attracted to all that, the sex was trash. You see what I'm saying? So just because you look good and you have all this six-pack and stuff like that, don't mean that you're going to be sexually appealing to the woman in the long term or when it actually comes down to the sex. You see what I'm saying? And just like I say, like that's why you see chubby guys or thicker guys or any type of guy to be out here getting some bitches. You see what I'm saying? So it has nothing to do with the superficial things. It has everything to do with, are you being the best version of yourself and are you capitalizing off you being you? You see what I'm saying? I think a lot of people don't capitalize off them being them. That's why they don't get pussy, and that's why they think about all these external things that they think that is going to draw the woman in, but it's not in the long term.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
so what's your outlook on that, Mr.
Right.
Mario?
No, I agree with that. That's the thing, because like first, like I was saying earlier, is that see what a lot of guys don't understand about sex appeal, right? Is that they're thinking about everything else outside of sex appeal, which is weird because the fucking term is the appeal of sex in sexual situations. So they'd be like, oh, let me go get my money up, right? Let me go do this and let me go do that. And the thing is that I understand the aspect of working on, let's say, your body and your looks, because you're thinking, well, if I look better, then, I'll be sexier. Right now, in certain situations, that makes sense, because if you look a certain way and you're that particular girl's type of look, then that can make her sexually attracted to you, which will give you that sex appeal. But the problem with that is that what happens when a woman thinks you look good, but she's not necessarily sexually attracted to you just off of that. And then so what happens is you miss out on dealing with a number of different women who would have had sex with you if you had sex appeal. So the thing is that a lot of guys don't understand that your sex appeal, when you're a really sexually appealing guy, it's a combination of all of it. You understand what I'm saying? It's the way you look, it's the way you dress, it's your behavior. If you have those masculine traits, if you got that type of energy, that confidence, that charm, that swag, all of those things make you sexually appealing. But see, a lot of guys, they don't understand that. So, and this is the thing. They think that just being good looking is enough, but it's not really enough, because part of what makes a woman sexually attracted to you or make her actually want to have sex with you is the feeling she gets when she's fucking with you. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's what guys don't get. That's why a guy who, let's say, for example, you got a dude who's 6 foot with a six pack, right? Then you have another guy who is just like, 5'9" average build. But if the 5'9" average build guy, right, dresses well and he knows how to flirt, build sexual tension with a woman and get her to feel certain things, she's going to be more sexually she's going to see that guy as more sexually appealing than the 6 foot guy with the six pack who's just sort of coasting on his look. You understand what I'm saying? Because even though she may look at him and say, oh, he looks good, she doesn't necessarily feel it. And the feeling of it is the thing that entices the woman to want to do it. That's the thing that a lot of guys don't get. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And then another thing I want to add to that, Mr. Locario, is the reason why that people got to get off this looks thing and trying to like give it more than what it is women know that there are a lot of good looking, goofy guys out there.
Right.
And even vice versa. I met a lot of good looking sexy ass goofy bitches out here.
Right.
There's a lot of sexy bitches that, yes, I'm looking at her like, man, she's sexy as fuck, but she don't give me that want to fuck her. You see what I'm saying? But it might be but it could be a bad bitch that give me a want to fuck her.
Right.
It could be an average chick that don't really give me the want to fuck her, but it could also be another average chick that actually do have that sex appeal. So as I say, it's not about looks and all that. It's really geared from person to person, from individual to individual, how each individual make each individual feel in each situation. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I want to say, Mr. Locario, man. Always a great topic, and thank you for the opportunity.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call. All right. So guys, call the number 646-481-3901. So we calling through the Skype today because the Blog Talk is acting funny. So if you want to call up. All right. Hold on. I think 908 was popping.
Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Locario? This Shaq from Jersey.
What up? What's going on, bro? Did you donate?
Yeah, I donate.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
Yeah, I was calling to say this is the perfect topic for my situation. Because it's funny, though, because I haven't been out to the club in like a month. But for some reason, I don't know, I felt like while I was doing the social media game and all that stuff and soaking up knowledge from you and then the coaching from Miles and then the videos that you made, for some reason, it gave me that era when I went back to the club scene. And it felt like you said, women was like feeling me. I was introducing myself. They was giving me the energy, pressing their body against me and all that stuff. And I don't know, it just felt natural. But my issue is too that during all that was happening, I had met this one chick. Maybe you can analyze what happened, because it's weird though, because cooperative, everything was flowing perfectly. Introduced myself to her, and I've been applying what me and Miles been working on. And I basically said to her, I research in my spare time, and white is you wore white today, and that's a sign of innocence. But I know you're not really innocent, especially the way you came dressed out in that dress like that for me. And she was like, really? And then she was pressing her body against me, and I was like, damn. I said, if you wanted to smell my cologne, you should have just asked. And she was like, I don't gotta ask. So then we were going back and forth. I introduced myself. I told her my name, whatever, and then she just kept on pressing her body against me. I'm like, damn. I said, if you want to kiss me, all you gotta do is ask. And then she was like, really? And then I was like, just do it. And then we started making out within like 2 seconds from me meeting her.
Okay.
And then I was tonguing her down and all that stuff, which was cool. I grabbed her ass and all that. She threw her ass, but I started dancing on me. And then I said, all right, I'm gonna see you around the club, and I proceeded to do the same thing that everybody else as far as interactions go. And then when I was ready to pull her out the club, I called her. I was like, yo, I'm about to head out though, but I want to see if you taste as good as you look. And she was like, oh, really? And she's like, I want to, but I'm actually in VIP with my friends. But I said, all right, fine, give me your phone and put my number in your phone. And then I'll call you tomorrow and we'll set something up. And then I said, all right, give me a kiss before you leave. And then we made out again. And then I said, all right, I'll hit you up tomorrow. And then I know you always say strike while the pussy's hot. Right. So the fact that I couldn't do it that moment, because she gave me a little bit of rejection, I said, all right, cool, we'll just do it tomorrow. She said, all right, fine. So I texted her. I said, I'm going to call you tomorrow. So I called her yesterday. And I know you said strike while the pussy's hot. So I felt like when I called her, I basically reiterated what I said. But I changed it up a little bit. I said, I want to bend you over and fuck you on my bed. I was just calling to reiterate what we talked about yesterday. And she was like, we started talking about where you live. I was trying to get the logistics, if it was easier to come to my house or her house. But she was like, are you crazy? She said, I'm not going all the way over there. And I'm like, maybe like I should have like set the mood or the feeling, or that was like a temporary thing during that night where she felt that type of attraction towards me then, or I was trying to figure out if I had to get her back into the mood.
Well, let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. So you said y'all were flirting, whatever. Then you started making out, and then you left her, and then came back.
Well, I did my rounds. We was talking back and forth, and she said, "Oh, I got to get back to my friends at VIP." And I said, "Yeah, me too." I wasn't stopped, but I was talking for like about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay, so when you was making out with her, right, and y'all was kissing and shit, the first time, why didn't you try to pull her out that time?
Because I had just got there and I didn't know exactly basically I was trying to play the numbers game.
I know, but you already had a girl there that you was kissing. So what I'm saying is why not take her now? You see what I'm saying? So that's the first thing I want to tell you is that when you have a situation where you're talking to a girl and y'all are kissing and shit and y'all are touching each other and all that other stuff, you want to stay in that and then pull her out to and make this shit happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah, well, yeah. Her friend did come and got her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna see you around."
Oh, so the friend,
she sat down from VIP.
Oh, so you're saying the friend came and cock blocked? That's what you're saying?
Well, no, he was actually pretty cool. He was just like, "Yo, like you gonna come up here?" And she's like, "Oh, okay, I see."
Oh, it was a dude. It was a dude.
Well, it was a gay dude.
Nah, nigga. Listen, this is the thing. This is the thing. Whenever you got a situation like that, right? You want to play it all the way out to the end. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that y'all kissing, you doing all this other stuff, and her friend comes through, he's up there hollering at y'all.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
so he's coming and all this other shit. You say, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. Give me 2 more seconds. Give me 2 minutes. You understand? So what you want to do is you want to be able to get in a situation where you can talk to her to try to pull her out. Now, after you do that, if she still is like, "Oh, but I got to get to my friends," then you say, "All right, cool. Here, let's exchange information," right? And then what you say is, "Hit me up later tonight when y'all leaving." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know, because I know I spoke to you guys before you and Miles, and I was doing the numbers game as far as just trying to talk to as many people, because I thought that was a little bit too fast. I was like, wow, that's like crazy, but I'm like, I guess let me see what else I can get into. But you saying I should have just stayed longer and then maybe
listen, bro. If you have a situation happening, play it all the way out to the end and then move on. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
See the point.
I was like, "You like the way I'm grabbing you?" She's like, "Yeah." And then she was getting turned on and everything was flowing well. And then her friend came and he was like, "Oh, you good?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'll see you in a while," because she was still talking to me. Like, I'll see you in a few.
Right. Because the point of playing the numbers game is so that you can get to the point of the situation you were already in. You see what I'm saying? So you were already in the situation. So play it all the way out to the end to see where it can go. Now, if it doesn't go all the way to where you want it to go, then you continue to go into the next girl. Excuse me. But the thing is that you had a situation there and you let the situation go when you could have seen what could go down. Because there's times where I've been in them situations too, where I literally go into a spot, first girl I talk to, we're interacting with each other, we start kissing and all of that, and then we leaving the spot. You see what I'm saying? So that's
okay, and that's
right.
why she had different energy the second day, because she wanted to make it happen that day.
You said say that again?
I said that's why she had different energy the second day, because she wanted to make it happen that day. Because she was like, "You crazy?" Like the second I called her, I hit her. She's like, "Are you crazy? I'm not coming over there." And I'm like, "Yo, like what happened yesterday was different energy."
Right. See, that's what happens though. Because sometimes what happens is in that moment they ready to make it happen. Then 24 hours later, they on a whole nother thing. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why you got to strike while it's hot, because what goes down is that, the next day it might not happen. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean all the time it's going to be that way, because sometimes you talking to the next day, y'all can get shit popping. But generally, in those situations when the environment is what it is, you see what I'm saying? And they're about it, they'll come through and they'll make it happen at that time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she actually hit up, because I added stuff in there too, and then I was like, I always say like, I want to see you taste as good as you look, and she was like, And then when I hit up, I was like, you look bent over. You look perfect bent over my bed. Me fucking the shit out of you. And she was like, you didn't say that. And then I reiterated the taste. And she's like, that's what I remember you saying. Like, you didn't say the rest of the stuff you just said. And I was like, it's going after each round, it's going to lead to that. So I don't know. Like,
so you was on the fucking phone negotiating with this chick, trying to tell her this shit. See, that's what I'm saying. So now she's trying to act like all the shit that was done or said didn't happen.
Yeah, because she literally said she wasn't doing nothing. And I'm like, all right, so why can't we link up? She's like, I don't know about that.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. all of that heightened energy she had at that moment basically wore off. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
And so that's why I talk about strike while the pussy's hot. Now, the thing is this, even in that situation, because you was doing the shit, you left her, you came back, and then still did all that shit, and then now it ended up there. So that's what I'm saying, where when in those situations, we're going to play it all the way out to the end from the beginning so that she could just be like, nah, blah, 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 whatever, I can't leave my friends. And it's like, all right, cool. Then you sort of basically forget about her or just tell her, hey, hit me up later tonight. So then when later tonight comes, if she's still in that mood, she'll hit you up and then y'all can continue to do what you do. But after the fact, you understand what I'm saying? After all of that, the next day when all this, the high wore off, then it's over. You see what I'm saying? That's how the game is.
Yeah, because that's what I thought I did. Because after her friend came, she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go back to them," and then she gave me a kiss goodbye, and then she said, "All right, I see you around." I said, "See you later," and I continued to talk to other people.
Right. So you got to play that. You got to try to get her out. Then you feel what I'm saying. And if you can't, be like, hit me up tonight. And if she ain't hit you up that night, then call that shit a day. Because usually what'll happen is that the next day it's a wrap. You see what I'm saying? So,
okay, so basically she got too much time and attention because I did that, but I did it like towards the end of the night because I wanted to see what else I could get in the club.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You see what else you can get after that shit fizzles out. So the thing is, you want to play it to the end to see if it's going to fizzle out. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the type of situation where even though she ain't want to leave with her friends, it'll be a situation where y'all go into the fucking bathroom and probably do some shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it just all depends. You see what I mean?
All right. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So guys, calling number is 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the number. So if you guys want to call up and get that shit going, you feel what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you guys gotta strike while the pussy's hot, people. You have to. And see, that's the thing, because sometimes dudes see this is why you have to understand why you're doing what you're doing in the game, right? Because he's like, I thought I was supposed to play the numbers game and all that other shit, right? Now, what you got to understand is, what is the reason for you to play the numbers game? So that you can find the situation that's the most favorable for you. He found the situation that's the most favorable for him at the beginning with the first girl. So he has to play that out to see if it's going to go all the way where he needs it to go. Now, if it doesn't, then you move on to the next shit. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Go all the way where he needs it to go.
Yo, turn down your computer. Turn on your computer. Yo, 979.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. My brother, did you donate?
Yes, I did.
All right. What's going on?
All right. I just got two questions. One, when you use the word numbers game, right? Exactly what kind of numbers are you talking about? And the second question is, what are the pros and cons of giving your number to her instead of taking hers? That's it.
Okay. So the numbers game is basically, or are you saying what type of numbers game? It all depends. It all depends on what it needs to take to get the job done. So if you're saying, let's say, for example, you go out on a night with your boys, whatever, and you're thinking, man, I want to take a chick home tonight and smash, right? You might talk to 100 girls before you get to that one that's want to smash. Or you might talk to 3 girls, and on the third chick wants to smash. So it just depends on what you need to do in order to get to the goal you're trying to get to. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on the specific situation. You see what I mean?
Sure.
And and as far as the second question, you said what's the pros and cons of like giving a girl your number or taking her number?
Yeah, like what are the pros and cons of giving your number to a girl instead of taking hers?
Okay, so the pros of giving the chick your number is, you know, it shows that she actually has some sort of interest in you, of her hitting you up. So if you give the girl your number, you tell her, hey, hit me up tomorrow, 8:00, whatever, she does it. It shows she has some interest, and it shows she knows how to follow directions. You understand what I'm saying? As far as the cons, I don't even really think there's any cons of that, to be honest. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's no, like, if she doesn't hit you up, it's showing you she ain't interested. If she does hit you up, she's showing some sort of interest. And if she does hit you up, it shows that she can take direction when you told her to hit you up. You getting a girl's number. I would say like the only cons of that is really that you still don't necessarily know her level of interest. And then you also got to do the work from the front end. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that means you got to call her up. You got to text her, whatever it is. And then you're talking to her and interacting with her, and you still don't necessarily know if this girl has interest in you. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys think because they got a number, that means she has interest. But what happens is that if you give her your number and she hits you up, that's showing that she actually has some sort of interest. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. You see what I mean?
So I think on that note, it's always a better idea to give your number instead of taking hers.
I mean, basically, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's basically, you know what I mean?
All right. Thank you, brother.
All right, man. Appreciate the call. All right. But yeah, that's the thing, man. You know, if you fucking if you are taking the number, then you gotta do the work on the front end. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, call the number is 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901. We'll go another 15 minutes, and then we got to wrap this up. We got to do some things, and I got the show tonight also. So, but yeah, man, but this is what I want to say about the whole sex appeal thing and how to actually, you know, be sexually appealing to women, right? Beyond, you know, just the whole thinking it's your looks and all that other shit, right? Because this is what confuses a lot of guys. What you got to understand is that what's going to make you sexually appealing to the woman is if you come at her, when you come at her in a sexual manner. You understand? So a lot of guys, they're too pussy to be sexual with a woman and flirt with a woman. You understand? And let a woman know that they want to be sexual. They're scared to interact with a woman in a sexual manner, in a sexual way. See, what a lot of guys do is they talk to women and they deal with women on a platonic level. So when you deal with women on a platonic level, what's going to happen is she's going to see you as just a regular, friendly type of guy. You understand what I'm saying? And then so what's going to happen is that if she sees you as that regular, friendly type of dude, then she's not seeing you, or she's not looking at you as someone in a sexual manner. You understand? And so since a lot of guys are scared to be sexual, then therefore there is no sex appeal to that guy when he's dealing with women. You understand what I'm saying? So certain things you say and certain things you do, right, will make a woman see you as a guy that she's sexually attracted to. You understand? Let me get some of these questions real quick. So the question they want is, can you have sex appeal? Can you have sex appeal without the looks? Yes. So what that means is that you don't have to be a woman's ideal look or the looks that she likes in order for her to be sexually attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because basically what you have to understand is that her being sexually attracted to you is just her having the desire to have sex with you. You understand what I'm saying? It's her having the desire to actually have sex with you. So think about it this way. I'll give you an example. Think about all the women you had sex with, right? Were all the women you had sex with, every last one of them, women that you thought were like dimes or the hottest chicks you could ever get with physically? No. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all were with women where you're like, she's all right, but she got a fatty. Or she's all right, but she got some dick sucking lips. You understand it? She's all right, but she's like fucking being she's being aggressive as shit. She want this dick, so fuck it. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is you had sex with her because she appealed to you sexually, not necessarily because you thought she was the prettiest woman. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same thing for women. If a woman is horny and she's dealing with a man who's appealing to her sexually, she's going to be sexually attracted to him and then therefore have sex with him. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a lot of y'all don't get. She said, what type of behavior helps increase your sex appeal? So one is flirting and building sexual tension, being confident, being charismatic, right? Knowing how to read a woman. You understand? And so what happens is that if you have a combination of all these things when you're interacting with these chicks, that's going to make them sexually attracted to you. So for example, let's say you have a guy who a woman thinks he's just like an average looking guy, right? And I'll say this real quick. You don't have to be the best looking dude, or you don't have to be like a great looking guy. You don't have to even be a good looking dude. The only thing is a woman can't be repulsed by you. I'm going to say that again so you guys understand that. A woman just can't be repulsed by you. You understand? So she don't got to think you're like a really good looking dude. She just can't be repulsed by you. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking to a chick, right? Because a lot, like for example, let's say you have a guy who's just a smooth motherfucking talker, right? And he's talking to a girl and he's an average looking guy. He's not like super good looking, but he's just like, he's not like terrible, but he's just in the middle. Let's say, he's one of these guys, whatever, right? And he's talking to this girl at the bar, whatever, right? And they're talking for a sec, for a little bit, for like 2 minutes. He's shooting the shit, just regular shit at first, right? And then he says to her, he's like, yo, the way you're looking at me is kind of making me uncomfortable right now. She's like, what do you mean? He's like, you know what I mean. She's like, what? No, what are you talking about? He's like, look, you're looking at me like you want to take off all my clothes and do like nasty things to me. And then she starts laughing and she's like, oh my God, please, you're funny. No, I'm being serious. Like the way you're looking at me right now is turning me on. It's making me think of some things. And the way that dress is hanging off you right now, that shit makes me think about doing some things to you. Right? So now she's looking at him differently than she did 5 minutes ago. Right? Because now he's implanting in her mind thoughts of sex. And the fact that he's confident enough and has a tight mouthpiece to be able to create that situation, then he gets her in the mindset and mind frame of thinking about sex. You understand? Now, what happens is that he doesn't have to be the best looking guy, but because she's not repulsed by him, right? He's creating a picture of him and her having sexual relations. So now him creating that situation makes him more sexually appealing. And see, most guys don't do that. Most guys don't know how to do that. So this is why you can have an average dude who knows how to do that, be able to pull and be sexually appealing to a hot chick. You understand? Because what happens is that when you say certain things, this is the thing y'all don't get, right? When you say certain things, it already goes into the subconscious mind. So even if I say don't hold on, y'all, I'm gonna get to y'all in a second. Even if I say don't think of a pink elephant, right? In your mind, you just thought of a pink elephant. You see what I'm saying? And then that's the thing that, because I said don't think about it, you already still thought about it. So if I'm just creating something talking about sex between me and you, me and the girl, she's thinking about sex between me and her. You feel what I'm saying? But 678, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, how you doing? I donate $1.05.
What's going on?
Okay. Can a fat guy have sex appeal?
You said can a who and a what now?
I'm not fat, but can a fat guy have sex appeal?
Wait, so you say you're not fat? Are you planning on being fat?
No.
Okay, so
I'm saying that.
So why are you concerned about fat guys?
No, I'm saying that can a fat guy have sex appeal? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You ever heard of Biggie Smalls, Gerald Levert? Who else? There's a lot of fat R&B singers. You know that, right?
That's status.
No, they have sex appeal.
Okay. So do you think getting in shape make it easier?
I think doing what?
Do you know getting in shape make it easier?
Getting in shape makes it easier to do what?
To get girls.
To get girls to do what?
Have sex with you. Have sex with me. Have sex with men.
No. Getting in shape makes it easier for women to get to get attention from women. Doesn't make it easier for you to fuck them.
But here's the thing. So do you know any women who love fat dudes?
Do I know women who like fat dudes?
Yes.
Yes, of course. There's a lot of fat guys who have girlfriends. Of course.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. What about girls that you don't like? By the way, what type of girls you don't like? What type of girls you don't like?
You said what type of girls don't I like?
What type of girls that you're not attracted to? What type of girls you're not attracted to?
Oh, I'm not attracted to women who don't listen to me.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
So you fuck anything?
No, if a woman listens to me, I'm attracted to her.
Okay, so you fuck any woman, you fuck any chick who listens to you, regardless.
No, I don't fuck any chick that listens to me. I said I'm attracted to any chick that listens to me. That's what I said. You have to be clear with what you're saying. If you notice, I'm trying to get you to be clear on specifics of what you say, because a lot of times this is what's wrong with the space. Shout out to 1950 in the chat. So this is what's wrong with a lot of guys on YouTube when they do content like this or talk about topics like this. They're not clear on what they're talking about. Being attracted, you understand what I'm saying, is one thing. Having sex or being sexually attracted is another thing, right? And actually having the sex is another thing, right? So my question to you is, are you saying, you got to be clear on your question. So go ahead. I'm
saying that will you fuck any chick, and any chick who listens to you, but regardless how she looks.
No. I'm not. No. This is what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, I'm up here, bro. I'm not fucking just any chick. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that there are certain women that I choose to talk to. Those women I choose to talk to, if they listen to me, I'm attracted to them. And then out of those women, right, there are certain women who I will fuck if I am sexually attracted to them. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So me being sexually attracted to a woman is different than me just being attracted to a woman. Because I could be attracted to a woman because she listens to me, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm sexually attracted to her, because I may not necessarily want to do that particular woman. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So you got any more questions?
Yeah.
What's the other question?
My other question is that, so here's the thing. So I want to know that what type of girls that what type of girls that you're not attracted to. I'm saying that what type.
You say
like,
what?
I'm saying that, for instance,
You talking about what type? You talking about what type of girls I'm not attracted to physically?
Yeah, it was like skinny, or maybe she's fat. Maybe
I'm not attracted to women who are too skinny or too fat. So if you're on either end of the spectrum, I don't really like that. I'm not physically attracted to that.
Okay, so you like chubby chicks, but you don't want a woman that is super obese. You want something chubby, that's fine.
Right. So what I'm saying is, but again, I'm talking about physically attracted, right? So again, I'm physically attracted to women who are in between obese and skinny, super skinny. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to sexually attracted, right? Sexually attracted to me is a combination of things where my preference of sexually attractive women, meaning that women that I think are really sexually appealing, are women who are thick. Do you understand what I'm saying? Who are cooperative. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I like thick chicks. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, but last time you told me you like fat chicks. So you saying that like you're sexually attracted to fat chicks, always depending how much you weigh.
Yeah, there's certain fat chicks that I'm sexually attracted to that I had sex with. Yeah.
It depends how much you weigh. She can't be too big.
No, if she's too big, then I'm probably not gonna be sexually attracted to her. But there are fat women that I've dealt with that I was sexually attracted to, and I fucked them. You see what I'm saying? Just like there were slimmer girls who I was sexually attracted to, and I fucked them. Then there were slimmer girls who I wasn't sexually attracted to, and I didn't fuck them. And there were fat girls who I wasn't sexually attracted to, and I didn't fuck them. So all that matters is if I'm sexually attracted to the woman. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, I don't sit there and say, man, well, if you said to me, hey, there's a fat chick that wants to fuck you, do you want to fuck her? I'll be like, well, I got to see how she looks. But I'm not going to be like, oh, well, she's fat. No, she's off limits. Now, some guys are like that because some guys, they're just like, well, I don't really like fat girls at all until they meet a fat girl they're sexually attracted to, which is weird. But, it's not actually weird. It's actually logic and makes sense. But, most people don't think about shit like this when it comes to attraction. They just think it's an end all be all. Like, oh, well, if she's slim, she's hot. And if she's, and I'm sexually attracted to her, and if she's, thick or fat, I would never fuck her, which is nonsense. And which is weird, which is interesting. You know what's interesting about this whole thing? There's a lot of guys who are out here slaying fat women. Ask me how I know. Because the fat chicks that I know and that I fucked, they show me the DMs. They show me the fucking text messages. They show me all of that shit. So a lot of dudes, they be on here fronting like they don't fuck fat women. You understand what I'm saying?
Maybe because it sells for fat bitches. Maybe it sells. Some guys they sell for fat bitches. They think it's easier.
Well, yeah, they do think it's easier, which is not, but that's a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of guys who don't understand the game, they think it's easier to fuck fat girls because they think it's harder to fuck girls who aren't fat, which already tells me their mindset, which already tells me they're not getting pussy. Because the thing is that if a guy who's out here actually dealing with women understands how women operate and women think and how women get down, and also the ins and outs of how women are dealing with men. So what happens is that a lot of these guys who are naive, they think, oh, getting a fat girl is going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Because she's fat and she must not have a lot of guys who want to fuck her. No. You understand what I'm saying? There's niggas in line to fuck fat bitches. Y'all have no idea. You have no idea. It's ridiculous. It's terrible. It's crazy. So, and on top of that, the fat girls be thinking they hot shit because all these niggas is trying to fuck. So how is it going to be easy to fuck her when she got a bunch of niggas trying to fuck? You see what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
So
that's a good point.
So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, but bro, I appreciate the call, my brother. But focus on yourself, man. You got to start focusing on yourself and stop worried about all these other people. Because I feel like what you do is that you're trying to understand all this other shit outside of you, and then trying to compare it to you so that you can understand yourself better. But all you got to do is focus on your shit, and then you understand yourself better. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
All right, bro.
All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, brother. All right. Shout out to 1950. He said, I agree. I don't like them too skinny and I don't like them too big. My rule is if I can hug her and can touch my hands, you're too big. Skinny, if I can hug you and I can touch my elbows, you're too skinny. That's facts. Oh, shit. Man. That's crazy. I'm going to tell you right now, some of the best pussy I've ever gotten in my life was from a fat bitch. You understand? Not all of it, but some of it. Like I would say top 2 or 3, a fat chick. You understand? I was surprised. I was like, oh shit, this shit crazy. I was like, this shit crazy. Ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. But yeah, guys, the calling number is, so let me put up the calling number again. Matter of fact, let me answer some of these questions real quick. You said, isn't a woman's feelings fickle? Yes, it is. That's why I tell y'all, you got to strike while the pussy's hot. So you got to have that, you got to create the situation where she's going to have that feeling. Then once that feeling is there, you got to make it happen then and there. Or you understand what I'm saying? In that moment. Listen, there have been times where I walk into a spot. It's happened a few times. I walk into a spot and I'm ready to have a night. You understand? But then the first chick I talk to, she's on the dick already. You understand what I'm saying? Like I remember I was out once. I was like, yo, I'm probably out till like fucking 2 a.m. It was like 10 something. I get to the spot, met this chick. It was probably like 10:15, 10:30-ish, right? We talking, we out the spot by like fucking 11:15 or some shit. And then we in the fucking Uber out of there. You understand what I'm saying? I remember this one at the time I was at the spot, I'm leaving as the girl's coming in. She didn't even get all the way in and she left out with me. So we were talking by the door while she was trying to get in. You see what I'm saying? She turned right back around and you know what I'm saying? Get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? That's how that should go. So, you know, it's that quick. You got to get on that shit quickly, man. So how can you raise your sex appeal to women? How have low, I guess he's saying low through high interest. Well, that's the thing. You're not necessarily raising your sex appeal for any particular woman. You're not necessarily, you're becoming a more sexually appealing guy overall based off of how you do shit, how you interact with women, how you talk to them, how you dress, your behavior. You become that guy. You understand? So that when you're dealing with women, it's something that happens automatically. You understand? It becomes second nature. So, because this is the thing, right? Guys who are good with women and talking to women, we don't think about what we're saying. We don't think about all the things. It just happens because we trained our mind and body to respond a certain way to women. You understand? So we're not thinking of it. Just like, you know, I talked about this before where I have in high school, I used to do this program called Mavis Beacon that teaches you how to type without looking at the fucking keyboard. So it tells you where to put your fingers. It tells you which finger to press here, press there. And then when you do all of that, you become second nature. Let's go 732. I mean 732. What's popping? Who's this?
Yo, Locario was good as we're showing, and I donated.
Appreciate it. What's going on?
Man, Locario. You said something that made me call. I wasn't about to call. I was gonna let you speak and end it out, but you said because the guy asked the question, how can you raise the sex appeal to women who have low interest,
right?
Low to high interest, and you said it's something that men we already have,
right?
And I like that you said that is because you can't act this shit. You can't pretend.
Right. Exactly.
You know, women experience a lot of us men already. So you can try that bullshit, but it's not gonna work. So it's like, and that's what people don't understand about your channel and other people you work with. You focus on a man first,
right? Because
women like the man.
Exactly.
It's the same as us. It's the same as us men. We like feminine women. April, I'm pretty sure April, your girlfriend, she didn't put on an act to be feminine.
Right. Exactly.
She was already that way.
Exactly.
You know, whether she was naturally like that or she had to learn to be like that over the years, she was already set in stone. All she had to do was apply herself to you.
Exactly.
And now, I mean, fellas, everybody's watching Locario. I got to bring up April again. You see how she's always on point. She put in, donate here, call this number. But see, Locario never's like, where is she? Why the fuck is she here? Right. Every time they on videos together, she not arguing with him.
Exactly.
She has, that's her. She's not acting like that.
Exactly.
So it's the same. The same goes for us. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Is, sex appeal, man. You that's just, you got to build that into you. Like you said, you got to practice. Right. You got to practice talking and dealing with different women so you can understand yourself and understand them. Right. And that's what sex. That's what's up. Yeah, that's real shit, man. And that's the thing a lot of guys don't get. It's like, yo, it's something that's something that's naturally in you when you understand it and when you do what you do. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that as you become, it's like, you know, I think about it like this, right? Think about a rapper who when they freestyle. Right. And they could freestyle because they've been rhyming words for years. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. And then so there's something in them that's able to have that talent and do that thing that they do. You see what I mean? And so what happens is that they don't have to necessarily try, you understand? They didn't write this shit down. It's just coming off the top of their head because it's something that they do already. It's something in them. So when it comes to, when a beat is put on, they can just flow to the beat and just say what they say and just flow with it. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing that happens when a guy has sex appeal and he understands his value and he's working on his shit is that it flows naturally. You understand what I'm saying? When you're doing what you're doing when you're around a woman. You see what I mean? So it's not something you need to necessarily put on. It activates naturally when you're around a woman. You see what I'm saying? The problem is, like a lot of dudes, their insecurity activates naturally. Their nervousness activates naturally when they're around a woman. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're all over the place with the shit. You see what I mean? This is why I get tired of people saying, like you have some YouTubers or they're showing shows and movies where they make it seem like we can't walk around here as men being natural men and getting what we want and just taking over. Right. No, they try to make it seem like, oh, it's only the women. The only reason why these women are, it seems as though they're getting everything they want. It's because you have a lot of suckers that's like, oh yeah, she's good looking. She's gonna build my ego, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna look like the man, this, that, and the third. However, men, understand what we see. When I see Locario, I see a lot of girls that get BBLs and liposuction and all this other shit, right? And I may be wrong, but I believe is more attention and to get the ideal man that they want. However, I also know a couple girls that look average as a motherfucker. Sex appeal out the world. They getting niggas for everything they want. They don't have any problem getting in relationships. So it's the same. It's like you can say that but they really not satisfied, and that's why they. You know, you'll have some that do a lot of extra shit with themselves. If that makes sense. Right. So it kills me to see a guy, oh yeah, I gotta wear this Gucci, this wear designer that they don't even want. But you don't even know what's inside you because you're ruining yourself right now. Right. You're killing a natural man in yourself by putting on all this extra stuff with your insecurities, and you don't even know how far you can get. But that's all I got to say. Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate the call, my brother. I'm a holler, man. Peace. Be safe. But yeah, it's this game is so deep, it's ridiculous, man. I be trying to listen, it's bruh. Oh man, like I wish, you know what it is? A lot of guys on YouTube, unfortunately, they're not really out there doing things. This is why myself, Miles, 1950, K Zaggin, you know what I'm saying? Steve, like,
Taekwondo. This is why we sound similar, but notice most other people don't sound like us. If you notice that. If you notice that most other people don't sound like how we sound because they're not actually out there doing what we do. They don't have the certain type of knowledge that we have, which is why it's almost like people are like, oh, well, you know, this and that, and why, you know, I don't get it. And, you know, what's all this game stuff? And this, you know, it's all about, you know, looks and money and status and blah, 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 and all this other stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like when they say all that type of shit, it's because they don't live the life. So they don't have the experience or the knowledge, vision to understand the shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's crazy. So what happens is, like Steve says, a lot of motherfuckers are surface dwellers. So they look on the surface of things. They're like, oh, well, if a guy looks good, then he's going to get a bunch of girls and all these girls are going to fuck him because he looks good. No, listen, if y'all understood, me and Miles was talking about this the other day. We thought this shit was hilarious. Do you know that we have a lot of clients that niggas on YouTube would consider as chads? You understand what I'm saying? We have clients that motherfuckers would consider chads and Tyrones and all that other shit. Because I'm like, if it's all about looks, why are our clients chads and Tyrones? Why? You understand what I'm saying? Because the game is deeper than that. It's not just, oh, you look good. Because guess what? They're not the only good-looking guy on earth. So your looks cancel out. You see what I'm saying? So it's, I'm telling you, y'all would be surprised. I want to see if I can get one of my clients to come on stream one day and just chop it up. Like one of my good-looking clients to get y'all would be like, what? Now I got this one good-looking client. He knows who he is if he's watching this. Real cool brother, man. Real cool dude. And he's on point though. His game, he's advanced. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's advanced. You understand? But the thing is, like, you know, I'll probably hit him up and see if we could probably do something one day. But you know, a lot of you guys out there will think it's just literally like, oh, you got to look good and that's it. You understand? Now, again, you being good looking, of course, that can give you an advantage in certain situations. But then you got to know what to do with that advantage. If you don't know what to do with that advantage, then it's not an advantage. You see what I'm saying? So what I mean is, if you don't know how to use your looks to your advantage, then it don't matter that you look good because you're wasting it. You're a waste of good skin. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you're a waste of good skin if you're not using it to your advantage. So you got to be able to use, because you know, looks are the bait. You can use it as bait. You understand what I'm saying? But after that, it's over. You gotta have some substance behind that shit. Because if you don't have any substance behind that shit, you're done. You're finished. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, like I have no idea. Like, there's certain guys that I've coached. They got the jawline and everything. They got the jawline and everything. And these dudes, they're like scared to approach women. You understand? It don't even matter the girls giving them choosing signals. They're scared to approach. You understand? Like, so again, what does it matter the girl's giving him choosing signals if he's scared to go and approach the girl? Right? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, because at the end of the day, see, this is the thing, you know, you got to understand is that if you look good, but you don't really know how to deal with a woman, When you get her, you're not going to know what to do with her. And if you don't know what to do with her, you're going to lose her. So then what difference did it make that you look good together? You understand? So if you can get her attention because of the way you look, but then you can't keep her, you understand? And when I say keep her in any form of capacity, you don't even got to be on some shit where you keep her for a long time. You can't even keep her to smash. Like you can't even get to a smash. Because she's like, after she deal with you, she's like, damn, this nigga ain't got shit going on. You understand? Like, I don't feel anything from this motherfucker. Right? But this is why game is important, because it's all encompassing. It's everything. You see what I'm saying? And when you got everything tight, man, listen. Man, listen. You be out here going ridiculous. You know what's funny? This is the funny shit. I thought this was funny. The other day, I was scrolling through social media, and I saw this chick's picture, and I was like, "Yo, this chick bad." And then I looked, and I said, "Yo, she looked familiar." And then I looked at her again, and I was like, "Oh shit! I smashed this chick like a like." Yo, I was looking at a chick's picture and forgot I smashed. I was like, I fucked too many women. That's when you know you fucked too many women. And you can't even remember you smashed the chick. You looking at her pictures, checking her out and shit, like, oh damn, this chick bad as shit. But Slayer say he's been there too, facts. Yo, I'm telling you. You be like, oh shit, I remember you now. Oh my God. That's crazy. I was like, that's crazy. Ridiculous. And I'm gonna tell you something funny too. Women do that. Women are the same way. All you guys worried about the body counts. You know, a chick will smash and forget she smashed you. He said, shout out to K Zaggin. He said, when a chick approaches and you don't remember her name. Exactly. Exactly. Hold up. Shout out to April MC in the building. Shout out to April in the building. But yeah, that's what it is, man. That's when you know you've been with too many women. You're like, you done forgot you done known this person. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, man. But yeah, that's the thing about, look, guys, I'm telling you, if you're sexually appealing, it's easy for you to get sex. You understand? Listen, I remember there was a time where, and I bullshit you not, I'm telling you, there was a time where I was meeting all these girls from online dating sites and going to events and meeting women and all this other shit. And there was a time where it got so easy, and they were throwing the vagina at me to the point where I would literally tell the chicks like, yo, listen, let's go on a date, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go get a drink or some shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was literally telling chicks, like, they was ready for me to just come to their house or come to my house and all that. I'm like, yo, listen. Let's go get a drink and talk real quick. Or just let's talk a little bit. God damn it. Shit. So say like all y'all chicks want to just fuck. See, this is why my perspective is what it is. Because when dudes be talking about, oh, these women out here, you have these girls out here who have high body counts, but then you have the girls out here who are the good girl. No. These chicks want to fuck, bro. Are you nigga? They want to fuck. It's terrible. It's terrible, yo. But again, they want to fuck when you have sex appeal. See, April's like, oh, poor Miss Locario. I'm telling you. When you have sex appeal, they want to get it in. I'm telling you, you got to understand this. This is why I tell you guys, like when women are sexually attracted to you, it's easy. It's easy. It's so easy. You see a side of women you ain't even know is there. You be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, God damn. Shit is crazy. Oh, we don't got we got the Skype on because the fucking Blog Talk was acting funny today. So the Skype number is what we're going to use today. So let me get to some more of these questions real quick. Hold on 1 second. Yo, 732. What up? 732. Oh, he hung up. 585. What's popping?
What's up with you, man? How you doing, my downstate brother?
What's going on, bro? Did you donate?
Of course.
What's going on?
No, I had a question. So, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I think you broke it down before. Like, you said it's like it's gonna be chicks that you smash that you're never going to see again. Like, why is that most of the time?
You saying that? Why are the chicks that you're gonna smash that don't want to smash you again?
Or you're never going to pretty much see again.
Yeah, sometimes it's either because they didn't like the sex or they did like the sex, but they only wanted to have sex with you. And that's it.
Oh, that one time.
Right, exactly. Or they fucked you, but they have a boyfriend and they're cheating on their boyfriend with you, so they're gonna only fuck you that one time. Oh, you see what I'm saying? So that that happens also. So a lot of guys, and this is the thing, a lot of guys don't understand that women will use them for dick. So a lot of guys think that in order for a woman to have sex with a guy, she has to be deeply emotionally attached to him. And, no, sometimes women just want some dick. And then they'll get dick from a guy that they're sexually attracted to. You give them some dick. They're like, thank you very much. And they keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Wow. So I got to smash a lot of chicks just to find me a girlfriend pretty much.
Not necessarily. But what I'm saying is some of the women that you do smash might just want to smash. You see what I'm saying? So it's not you gotta go through a bunch of girls to find a girlfriend. But what it is that, see, and this is the funny part. It's not even hard to find a girlfriend. You just have to, in your pursuit of dealing with women, you got to come at them a different way so they see you as boyfriend material. So if they see you as boyfriend material, then, a lot of times you'll have chicks who might stick around. You see what I'm saying? So for example, if you're randomly meeting chicks at bars and shit and, flirting with them heavy and bringing them back to your crib and smashing them, or you're matching with girls on Tinder and you FaceTime them and tell them to come to your crib and smashing them, all those type of girls, usually when they do those, when they come at you like that, they'll have sex with you and then probably never see you again. You understand? Because it was just about sex. It's like, yeah, we met up, we hooked up, it is what it is. But if you took a girl to go get drinks, you went back and forth with her, y'all talked or whatever, and let's say y'all could have smashed the first night or not smashed the first night or whatever, but the fact is, because you started the interaction by going on a date, that girl's more likely to take you seriously as boyfriend material than a girl you just randomly tell to come to your crib from Tinder. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So it depends on how you go about it a lot of times too. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, sir.
Keep spitting that heavy game.
All right, my brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Like a lot of guys don't realize how you come at the girl. So, how you start the interaction will dictate a lot of times how the girl's going to view you in the situation. So sometimes that's the drawback too of just having casual sex quickly that way. Like if you meet a girl and like at a bar, club, you talk to her real quick, she come back to your place, y'all fuck. A lot of times those girls, they're like, oh yeah, I just had sex with him. That's, whatever. You understand? You're like, like how a lot of y'all guys say y'all not going to take a woman seriously if she sleeps with you on the first night. Women are the same way. You see what I'm saying? Women are the same way, niggas. I'm sorry to tell you. They're the same fucking way. So if she perceives you as like a fuck boy, you know what I'm saying? She perceives you as, she's like, yeah, I'm sexually attracted to him. I'll get some dick, but I ain't taking that nigga seriously. Fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? Like chicks be trying. Do y'all know women be trying to kick y'all out the fucking house after they finish fucking with you? 862, what's popping? Who this? 862. Okay, 862 cut off. Maybe they'll call back. But yeah, women will try to get you out their crib. I was just talking about that the other day. Me and April and her friends, whatever, when we was out, there'll be times dudes will come over to the crib, they'll hook up with the chick. They be trying to stay over the crib and shit. The chick trying to get the nigga out the fucking crib, like, yo, fuck out of here. Yo, 732, what's popping?
Hello?
You, what's going on?
Yeah, what up, man? I donated.
Appreciate it. So what's good?
So, yeah, I had a question about that Facebook post you had about black men and black women.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, like, the attitudes they experience, is there truth to that, or is it just, like, they're making it all up?
Well, so for those who don't know, I put up a post the other day on Facebook where I said that, I was being facetious, but I said there's a rumor going around that black men are saying that black women got attitudes. And then I said, but what's interesting is that when they're dating white men, for some reason, they ain't got no attitude. You see what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying with that post is that it even goes beyond just black women or whatever, just women in general, is that a woman is going to respond and act towards a man based off of the respect she has towards that guy. And so what happens is that it's not that she has an attitude and that's just her personality per se, right? That's the side of her she's showing to guys she don't respect. And then the other guys she's respecting, that she's very, very cooperative, very pleasant, very on point, right? So what I try to teach guys is that the more on point you are as a man, the more cooperation you're going to get from women. You understand what I'm saying? The more compliance, the more respect the woman's going to give you. So the reason is that with white dudes, we're in a white supremacist society. You understand what I'm saying? Like they've built a society to where the white man is the shit. So what happens is that when black women are dealing with white dudes, right? They sort of they submit. Hold on, they submit to that situation. You see what I'm saying? In certain situations, not all the time, but in certain situations. So that just is what it is. So what I'm saying for black men is, because I even said this in a post. I said, that's why I hate that Skype shit. But but this is the thing. I've never in my life, not once, been dating a black woman who's been disrespectful to me, had a negative attitude towards me, nothing, never, not one time. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Not one time. And in fact, this is the funny part. I actually was with a white girl, before, who disrespected me, and I got rid of her or whatever like that at the end of the day. But what happened is that because I didn't understand what I understand now, I was putting up with some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And I put up with that bullshit because I didn't understand the game like I understand it now. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of guys just don't understand the game like that. So they put up with nonsense. And then therefore the woman continues to do the nonsense she's doing because they don't realize, as you know, themselves as men, that the women that they're dealing with is a reflection of themselves. You see what I'm saying? So the thing, so it don't got even at the end of the day, it got nothing to do with black girl. Because this is the thing: if black women just had attitudes, then they have attitudes at everybody. You understand what I'm saying? They have attitudes at all these niggas, all these men, right? So what happens is that if you have an attitude here, but then you don't have an attitude here, then that means you're choosing to have an attitude here. You see what I'm saying? You're choosing that. You're putting that on. You're deciding to be that type of way right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah, man. Like when I grew up, I noticed like my mom would like low key disrespect my dad, and I thought that was kind of normal at first. So
right, see, that's what happens. See? That's what happens. You see that shit all the time, and it becomes a normal thing because it's like, you know, it's almost like background noise now. You just accept. You're like, well, you know, women are like that, and that's just how they're gonna be, and you know, it just is what it is. And so, but when you accept that, it becomes normal, and then you know, you don't even realize you're being disrespected anymore. You see what I mean? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the issue, like one more thing, like the issue I'm gonna have is like differentiating between like the disrespect and her just like being emotional, if that makes sense. Right. Well, that's the thing. See, that's a good question there, right? Is that disrespect and her being emotional is two different things. And it's easy. This is the easiest way to understand it. Disrespect means that she's directly coming at you with the energy of whatever the hell she's feeling, like how she's feeling, and in a way that's not respectful, right? Her being emotional is her just feeling a certain way and feeling emotional about something or about a thing that's happening, an event or whatever, but it doesn't necessarily have anything to do specifically with you unless you did something specifically in her direction to make it happen. That's one thing. You see what I'm saying? So for example, an example of her being disrespectful towards you would be, let's say, you know, she might have, let's say, for example, I'm just using like a stupid example. Let's say, for example, like, you know, she thought you was checking some girl out or some shit. And she's like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what you looking at? Why you looking at her like that for? Like, I don't like that you, that's disrespect because she's coming at you with attitude and negative energy about some shit you doing, some random shit you doing. You understand what I'm saying? Cursing you out, doing all the other stuff, right? That's disrespect, right? Her being emotional is her, for example, you know, coming home from work and she just had a bad day and she's like, oh, my boss is just, just the worst. And these bitches at work, they just, oh man, it's just like, it's just be killing me. I'm just so frustrated, blah, 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 blah. That's her being emotional about all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? So she's letting her emotions about on the other shit. If she's letting her emotions out specifically on you, that's disrespect. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's the difference. You see what I mean? Where you can objectively say, okay, well, she's being emotional about something, but she's not being emotional and bringing it towards me. As soon as she's bringing it towards you, that's disrespect. You see what I'm saying? Unless you literally did something to where it's warranted. Like, let's say you cheated on her or you stole money from her or you did some other shit, then that makes sense for her to be emotional and feel that's a certain type of way towards you. But if you doing whatever you're supposed to be doing and everything is cool and everything is chill, and then she's just all of a sudden in her emotions and then attacking you. Because even, let's say, for example, she was having a bad day at work and she's feeling emotional and you say, yo, don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. It's cool. You can just chill out. Don't worry. And then she says, nigga, fuck you. Why you always trying to act like shit is going to be okay? That's disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? Because she's bringing that energy towards you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Man. I never been like, I'm a young dude. I ain't never been in a relationship before, so I just really wanted to know this stuff before I get in it.
Got you. But yeah, man, just just make sure you get some experience under your belt and just don't take no disrespect from women, man. That's you gotta say, and just keep it pushing. If they're gonna be on some disrespectful shit, just keep it moving. Find a woman who has more respect. You feel what I mean? But I appreciate the call, my brother. I'm out of here, man. Appreciate you. All right, let me take this. I think this might be Moses. This is Moses?
Hello?
Yo, what's popping?
Yeah, I donated. What's going on, Locario?
Appreciate it. What's good?
Ain't nothing, man. You know, just out here, just learning the game. Even though I'm still kind of not there yet, but I'm still being patient, learning the game. You understand? And out there practicing. But here's the thing, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you, that's a good topic that you're talking about. Because guess what? I'm one of those guys. You understand? Like,
right.
Pause. I look good. I got gym max and all that other stuff. But guess what? I got rejected by a lot of females yet last night. You heard? So, and especially good-looking females. So, but on the flip side, there was a few that I exchanged numbers with, and there's a lot of them that I charged to the game this week. And by the end, guess what? I'm a good-looking dude. So what does that tell you?
Right.
That's a reality. You understand? Now, I remember you and Miles was talking. I can't remember. It was a video y'all made a while back where you and Miles was talking about there was 3 guys. 2 of them had the looks and the 6-pack and stuff, and the other one was the nerdy guy. Those 3 females, they picked the nerdy guy over the good-looking dudes. I don't know. I don't remember if you remember that video. I remember that video. I just can't find it. You understand? So what was the reason for that? I mean, I don't know. I
gotta find that video again because I don't remember specifically what it was about. But at the end of the day, you know, what people gotta understand is, see, if you look good, but you have sex appeal, then that's great because that's only gonna help. Like, that's gonna help everything in your, like, everything that you can use can help. But the problem is that a lot of guys they think they can coast. So what happens is that when you try to coast on shit, that's when you have weak game. So if you're trying to just coast on your looks, you got weak game. If you're trying to coast on the fact you got money, you got weak game. If you're trying to coast on the fact you got status, you got weak ass game. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you're trying to coast off the fact that you got a mouthpiece, you understand what I'm saying? Which, even though it's as powerful as the mouthpiece is, a lot of times what'll happen is that if you're just trying to coast off of that, what's going to happen is that you're ignoring all the other situations that can cause you to more benefit in these situations. So the thing is, though, what a guy who has game, usually if he has game, he has a good mouthpiece, usually he has all the other things working for him too, which a lot of people don't understand, because sometimes what happens is that people think there's this big separation between all this stuff, but it's not really. Meaning, for example, I heard a guy say, well, what if a guy has, you know, a lot of game, but, you know, he dresses sloppy and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, well, if he has a lot of game, he wouldn't dress sloppy. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of it goes hand in hand. You see what I mean? But go ahead.
Yeah, but Locario, listen, I'm gonna get off of your question. What is the question? And I'm gonna get out of here. I've been in this scenario twice, 3 times, and my boy's been in this scenario a lot of times. I seen it with my eyes a couple of days ago while I was on a train, right? And then there was a female. I was on a train with one of my homies. He was heading home, right? And then a female just walked up to him, and you understand, and then try to talk to him, and he told the girl, "Yo, leave him alone." Now the female walked away, but at the same time, it's like, I told the guy, yo, why did you do that? He said, yo, this is a chick who's an attention whore, who I try to get numbers with a lot of times. She didn't want to give it to him. You understand? She was flaking on him, this, that. You know, so in your scenario, which way would you go about it?
So he said,
normally me, I wouldn't.
Well, the thing is, if he's doing all that shit, then he trying too hard with this chick, and he should have been charged to the game. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I've been in a scenario like that too, where I didn't do it like the way he did it, but where a chick flaked on me one time, you know, I charged her to the game. You know, the chick wasn't trying to get my number. I just kept it pushing. But at the same time, those chicks, they wouldn't mind, because it was an hour transportation home. So those chicks, they would want to sit down, literally for 1 hour talking to you. But I'm like, okay, I don't want to sit down an hour talking to you if you're not trying to take down my number and make things happen.
Right. So tell him, be like, listen, I ain't interested in talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be scared to tell these chicks nothing. Be like, yo, listen, man.
Yeah.
I only was talking to you because I'm trying to smash. You ain't trying to smash, so I ain't trying to talk. And that's that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let them know. You feel what I mean? Real talk, man.
All right.
But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. Let me take some of these questions and then we're gonna head up out of here real quick because I gotta do some other stuff. Hold on, what is this? Where we at? So it says, so for the program that shows us the messages we should use for the dating apps, you're saying that it's best that we should take those messages, put it in our own words and not just copy it. Yes, do it in your own words, please. I want you guys see a lot when I show you guys stuff on the Bad Boy membership. I know some of y'all going to try to copy it and paste it and all that other stuff. But what you want to do is you want to take the idea and put it in your own words because you want it to come from you. Do you understand? Because if it doesn't come from you, then when the woman meets you, you're not going to be the same guy she thought you were with the messages she's seeing. It's funny because I was talking to somebody else like that the other day. I was saying that, hold on, let me take this real quick. Hold on, caller. I was just saying that a lot of things that happened is that, if what you say and how you are online doesn't match offline, that's going to be incongruent. But 559, what's popping? Who this?
This is Alex, and I donated.
Appreciate it. Right. What's going on?
All right, so the thing is, I know I look pretty attractive. I take care of myself. Basically, and eventually we just stopped talking, and I never made any moves. So my question is, how do I take it to the next step? Actually, smash these chicks or at least talk to them. That's my question.
So wait. So you said what? So you said you go on dates with these girls, or what happens? Like why are you not able to smash?
No, just like through my everyday life, girls, they look at me, or some of them even talk to me. But since I'm pretty shy or quiet, you could say, I don't take things to the next step.
Okay, so when these girls talk to you, what do they say?
Just regular conversation, but
like what? Like give me an example. So where do you be at when this happens? Like when the last time this happened, what happened? What was the scenario?
Like in class, maybe sitting next to the girl.
Okay, and what did she say? And what did she say to you?
Just stuff about the class we're learning, or
okay,
she'll just make like flirty conversation, stuff like that.
Like what? What did she say that was flirty?
I can't think of anything right now, but
see, this one thing. See, the thing is this. See, I want you guys to get out of the notion or the idea that these girls are trying to get at you when they're not. You got it. Things have to be very clear, because if things aren't clear in what we're talking about, then you're not going to be able to get the help you need and actually get to where you want to go. So that's why I'm asking these questions. I want to get a clear picture, because if you said, yeah, this is girl in my class, and every time she see me, she smiles at me, and then she texts me naked pictures of her ass, and then that's one thing. But if you're just sitting there and there's a girl in your class and she just says good morning and hey, did you do the homework from yesterday? That's not a woman trying to get at you. You see what I mean? That's not a woman flirting with you.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to get. Right. So that's what I'm trying to get clear of, like, what are these girls saying to you? So it sounds like they just, having regular small talk type of shit, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Right. Okay. So now, and how old are you?
I'm 17.
17, nigga. You got to call back next year. When's your birthday?
Yeah, like 3 months.
Okay, call back in 3 months. You're too young. This is an 18 and over show, my brother. Appreciate the call. Man, why all these young dudes be calling? Out there, what he said in class, I thought this nigga meant college or some shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Y'all young motherfuckers. Jesus Christ, man. Y'all got to be 18, man. 18 and up. Stop it. Jesus. Anyway, let me get to some of these questions. He said, do you think the issue is that guys listen to women too much, especially, my eyes itching like crazy, especially when they say they're turned on turned off by early sex talk. Well, yeah, of course. See, you have to remember this. You can't take what women say in public seriously. You understand? Women have to act like they're not like that. Women have to act like they're all celibate. They're all good Christians and all that stupid shit, right? So what a lot of guys do is they hear women say, oh, I'm not like that. I got to get to know a guy. You know, I can't just have sex with a guy and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And then so you hear that and you're thinking, well, women don't just be fucking like that. Women don't be like, they don't like sex like that. You know, because I heard them talking about how they're not like that. No, you can't listen to that bullshit. You can't listen to that bullshit. When's the best time to reset your Tinder profile? Well, if you notice that you're not getting as many matches as you used to get, so let's say on average you're getting, I don't know, let's say something like, you know, 5 matches a day, and you be swiping like an hour or so, right? And then you get 5 matches a day, 5 matches a day. And that's been going on for like, you know, 5-6 matches a day. It's been going on for the past 4 or 5 months, 6 months. And then all of a sudden you notice that I'm only getting 2 matches a day or 1 match a day. You understand? Then at that point, you know, reset your shit. You feel what I mean? So what does it mean when girls call you a tease? That means that you're flirting with them sexually, usually. You understand what I'm saying? Which is good. And all you do is turn up the sex talk a notch, and then you keep that shit going. What if you want to have a relationship instead? Would you have to look good? No, man. Wait. You saying do you have to look good to be in a relationship? Listen, or be like a really good looking dude? No, you don't got to be a really good looking dude to be in a relationship. Now, again, like I said, you can't be repulsive. You can't be a fucking guy who looks like shit, smells like shit, you know, teeth all rotten. You know, you can't be that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you don't have to be a good looking. There's a lot of dudes who aren't like the best looking guys in relationships. Can you show sex appeal over text, talking about leading the interaction to you having sex with her if you meet her on social media? It's better to do it in on the phone or through FaceTime, because a lot of times with text you can't hear tone a lot of times. So it's always better for her to hear your voice when it's happening. Does it always mean attraction if a past woman reaches out of the blue? Not really. Sometimes when a woman reaches out of the blue from the past, that means that her options are drying up. And when I say options, I mean that she's tired of getting fucked. You understand what I'm saying? She's like, I'm tired of all these niggas and just all this dick. I want a relationship now. So let me go back to that guy who really liked me and I played him to get more dick. You understand? Or I played him for this other guy. So she was like, oh, you and her were fucking around. She got tired of your ass for whatever reason, or she met somebody else that she liked more. She got with that nigga or got with a bunch of other dudes she really liked. All them other guys didn't pan out, so now she's coming back to you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's usually what happens. And see, there's a difference. See, it's one thing if let's say she wanted to be in a long-term relationship with you, but you was like, nah, I'm not really feeling that. So then she leaves you. And then she comes back later. That's one thing, because you didn't really want it. So she had to go do her thing, but then she came back to you because she still likes you. There's another thing if you was feeling the chick, she was like, well, whatever, and then left you, and then she's coming back. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends on the situation. You said, what if a girl mentions she's in a situationship but is giving you strong, excuse me, eye contact and eventually takes down your number? What could that mean? I mean, a situationship don't mean shit. The situationship is just some nigga she fucking. So, you know, do what you got to do. Was the fat girl you smashed morbidly obese or thicker than the average fat girl? No, I've never smashed a woman that was like morbidly obese, but the fat chick I smashed, she was just, fat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like big ass titties and shit, fat ass, and just like, had a little stomach. Let me see. What's the next joint? Would you have to be physically? Oh yeah, you asked that again. Is it possible to be smart for the game where you are overanalyze everything, even simple shit? Yeah, some people do that, which isn't necessarily good, because part of you being on point in game is intuition and a feeling too. You see what I'm saying? So if you're too over analytical, then you start to trip yourself up over all these little details that don't necessarily matter, right? But there are details that matter, but you don't want to go too far, because then you're doing too much. You understand what I'm saying? Just like even the other guy that called earlier, where he was like, "Oh, I got to play the numbers game. I got to do this and got to do that." And he didn't realize he had a chick that could have been a chick he could have fucked with. Could you put the callers on hold until you're done spinning game? These calls ruin the flow. You're flowing from the survival scrolls. And then shout out to my dude Terry Nashida. He be talking about the survival scrolls. I mean, I could try to do that. Well, that's the thing what I was doing before, but the fucking Block Talk is fucked up. So, Skype don't have a thing where you can put shit on hold. Said define sex appeal. That's the appeal of you sexually. It's that simple. It's her being attracted to you on a sexual level. That means that she wants to have sex with you. That means you get her pussy wet. That means that she wants your penis in her vagina. You understand? You have that appeal. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. It's real simple. The reason why a lot of dudes get confused by sex appeal is because they got all these other fucking stupid things that they be talking about, thinking that that's what makes a woman want them sexually. They're like, well, I got my money up. So like, what the fuck? You got your money up, but she didn't want to fuck you because your money doesn't make you sexually appealing. So, Locario, do you think you can have massive sex appeal to a large amount of women if you're broke or working at McDonald's? You see what I'm talking about? You see, I literally just said this. The realist, why are you asking these questions, man? So, do you think you can have maximum sex appeal to a large amount of women if you're broke or working at McDonald's? Again, your money has nothing to do with your sex appeal. Nothing. Not 0.001%. Not even that. Nothing. I don't understand how you guys don't get this shit when it comes to this. Your money or your job, none of that has zero. Has nothing to do with your sex appeal. Not even a little bit. I want guys to understand this. Talk about, if you work at McDonald's, nigga, you could be unemployed, nigga. You ain't even got to be working nowhere. Nigga. You could be living at home with your mama in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment, sharing the couch, and chicks want to fuck you if they find you sexually appealing. You understand? So I just want y'all to understand that shit, man. When a girl is your fuck buddy, how can I keep her? Why do you want to keep her for? If she's your fuck buddy, then just be a fuck buddy. That's the thing about fuck buddies. You just fuck them, and then sometimes they stick around for a long time. Sometimes they don't, and that's just, it is what it is. Girl I smashed twice 6 months ago, ghosted me, started talking to me again last week, and came over last night to watch a movie. We were making out passionately, and she started crying. What the fuck are you doing? What is going on, man? Why are you letting these girls come over to watch movies and shit and dump their emotions on you. What are you doing? Like that chick should have came over to get that dick, and then you should have told her to get out of here. You're like, what are you talking about? Should you buy McDonald's for your kids? Come on, man. You're asking these goofy ass questions. You're just about to ask the portions of intuition. Yeah, it's important. Do you ever give lenience to your girlfriend, Abel, if she's disrespectful once in a blue mood and she refuses to correct herself in the moment, but so apologizes later? Well, that's the thing. Abel's not disrespectful, and if something disrespectful did occur, she'd apologize. You see what I'm saying? She said, Locario, you can't use money to help increase sex appeal. No, you can use if you're saying it in the sense of use your money to buy you better clothes so you're sexually appealing, yes, you can do that. But if you're talking about having money and being a guy who has money and that's going to increase your sex appeal, hell no. You see what I'm saying? Hell to the no. Like, so what I'm saying is that if a guy has no sex appeal and then you give him a bunch of money, that does not make him sexually appealing now because he has more money. It doesn't increase his sex appeal. No, it does not. That increases his mark appeal. That increases his appeal to be a mark, a sucker. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly, Rafael. Sex appeal has to do with sex. Oh my God. Exactly. The realist is that simple. It's that simple. Sex appeal has to do with sex. Yo, it's so simple. It's so simple. It has to do with sex. That's it. Has to do with sex. If it ain't about sex, then it ain't about the sex appeal. If you talking about, well, can I have the money? No. This is why guys who have money, who have wives, girlfriends, and all that other shit, can get their girlfriend or will have their girlfriend cheat on them and have sex with a guy who has less than them. Listen, I told you, there's a chick I used to fuck with. This is years ago. I was probably in my early 20s, where I would smash this woman on her husband's bed, and this nigga was a millionaire. And I was broke and living at home with my mom. You understand? I was broke living at home with my mom. I've had women wanting to leave their man for me, and I was broke, and their man had money. I saved a lot of fucking relationships because I would tell the chick, don't leave your man for me. You understand what I'm saying? So if money made you more sexually appealing, what the fuck they doing with me? I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He said it's literally a New York video on a homeless man who pulls every day in Manhattan and lives a day off of them. Exactly. 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 Health is also a fact. Sex appeal is biology. Money is a social construct. It's not real like biology. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's a fact. Money is an invention. Sex appeal is nature. What are y'all talking about? You see what I'm saying? That's nature. It's crazy. So when you say resetting your dating profiles, you're just saying delete your old profile and start a fresh new one. I was thinking of doing that when I get my, delete your shit, start a whole new shit. Because then what happens is that I think a lot of these sites, what they'll do is you'll get fresh new people. They'll put your shit at the top or the beginning because you're like a new person on there and all that other shit. Man. He said, can you use money to give women more incentive to follow your lead and work for you? No, you don't do it that way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman has to want to follow your lead and fuck with you or work for you in a sense because she actually respects you and wants to be a part of your program. Now, if you're saying work for you in the literal sense of like working for you and you're giving her a check or whatever, that's one thing. But what I'm saying is that work for you in the sense of like be your chick and be about your shit, right? You don't need to, give her money to follow you and do all that other stuff. Shit, did my shit just fucking, oh, my fucking camera fucked up. Hold on. My camera fucked up. But anyway, I'm about to fucking wrap this shit up in a minute too. The realist is saying, I'm saying use the money to improve yourself and your sex appeal. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're saying using money to help with your appearance, you understand what I'm saying? Buy other shit, shit like that, then yeah, that's fine. But if you're talking about fucking, using money in a sense of getting more money so that you're sexually appealing because you have more money, then no. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why this shit fucking cut off. I thought that shit, the battery is probably acting funny, but there we go. But yeah, but I'm about to head up out of here, people. So listen, man, make sure you guys check us out tonight, 10 o'clock show. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. Right now on the Bad Boy membership, we got 8 ways to test a woman's sexual interest in you. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com. Yeah, my fucking shit is out of battery and shit. Make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get the Looks Don't Matter book. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys get that shit cracking. And I am out of here, people. I will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, the things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.